Hi campers, my name, for those who don't know me, is Katherine, and today we are going to be giving you a few different ideas for Father's Day cards. Father's Day is on Sunday. Gotta show your dad some love, either your dad or your grandpa, whichever one. So we are first going to start out with, we're going to make a card, and on the front of the card we're going to use rocks, and then we're going to paint your dad. So if we look over here, you can see this. We found a few rocks and we've painted his shirt, his hair, his eyes, his mouth. If your dad has a mustache or a beard, we can paint that on there. But yes, so that's what we're gonna start with today. That's number one. We'll have one more project a little later, but we'll get into that after this one. So what I first want you to do, I want you to take your piece of paper, it can be printing paper, whatever you have, and you're gonna fold it in half. Crease the edges down. Now before we work on the cover, which is with the rocks, I want you guys to write Happy Father's Day and any little note inside. So just a short, quick little, I love you Dad, thanks for everything you do, you give the best hugs. And now we're gonna fold it the other way. And this is where you guys get to have some fun. So you guys are gonna go outside in your garden, in the woods, along the sidewalk, and I want you guys to find 6 to 8 rocks, and I want them to be, they're gonna be about this size or this size, right around here. Enough where when they sit on your piece of paper, they're not gonna look really, really big. Welcome back campers. If you are just coming in, we are just coming inside from finding our rocks. I have found my rocks and I have set them up kind of to look like a human. So you see the arms, you see the legs, the body, and the head. And this next part, we're gonna be painting. So you're gonna take your piece of paper that you folded, the very first step, and you're gonna set it aside. If you're outside like I am, make sure it doesn't blow away. So if you grabbed a really, really too big rock, you can use it to hold that piece of paper. Because remember, we wanted small rocks. So we're gonna take these small rocks, I want you to set them in front of you, and I want you to set them up like a body, or however you want them to look, so it looks like your dad. So 2 legs, a stomach, a head, 2 arms, and if you found 2 tiny rocks, you can use those for feet, or like small little hands, whatever you want. So set your rocks up. I'm gonna set mine up. You can change how they look, where they're at. So maybe I don't want my legs right here, so maybe I'm gonna switch them. Or maybe I want a longer arm and a shorter leg. Whatever you want, you do what you think looks best. I don't know if I want it this way. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think I figured out how I want mine to look. Here we go. So your first step, I have all my paints laid out in front of me. Hopefully you guys have some either sitting on a paper plate or something else close by. You need a little cup of water to wash your paintbrush out, and any color paints. So this next step is you guys are gonna use your creativity and think about what your dad looks like. Think, and go, okay, what color should I do his hair? What color should I do his shirt? My dad is usually wearing a tie, so I think I'm gonna put a little tie on my rock dad, and maybe I'll put long pants, or do you wanna make your dad be wearing shorts? Either a short sleeve or a long sleeve shirt. So it's all up to you. So for the next little bit, I'm gonna be painting. I want you guys to be painting too. We all have pink lips, right? So we're gonna use thinking. Maybe I'm gonna take just a little bit of white. I'm gonna just dab it on my tray, and I'm gonna take just a little bit of red and dab it on my tray. I might need some more white. I might need a lot more white. But sometimes you get to mix colors. So if you have been to school, if you're younger, you may not know this, but there's a whole color wheel, and so if you mix colors, you get different colors. So the more white you add to a blue or a red, the lighter that paint color is gonna be. See? Look at that. And my dad doesn't have a beard, and he doesn't have a mustache, so I'm not gonna draw those. But if your dad does, you should draw that on your rock. Up next, we are gonna paint the body. So this part, and you get to choose whatever colors you want to paint for this. you can be stripes, so you can paint stripes in different colors. You could paint polka dots. If you wanted to make your dad be wearing a polka dot shirt, I'm gonna do orange. My dad's gonna be wearing an orange t-shirt. So now I'm gonna work, my dad's gonna be wearing a t-shirt. So I'm gonna paint a little t-shirt, or a little like short sleeve type thing on his arms, his rock arms. Also, one thing that I didn't mention earlier was if you don't have rocks by you, for some reason, if you can't find any, you could also find little wood chips. So anything that's like a little size, you can also use the wood chips to paint, and that will work just as well, and it'll be a little lighter too than a rock. So that's another option if you can't find any rocks by you, or if the rocks are all really, really tiny, or if they're all just way too big. So we'll keep going. I'm gonna paint the other. He wears blue jeans, so I'm gonna take the blue, and again, I'm gonna paint the legs, or whatever rocks I found for the legs, but I don't really want to paint all the way down because I want to kind of pretend that those are his feet. Maybe he's wearing shoes. Oh, I could paint them white. That's another good idea. Okay, so another fun thing you can do with the pants is you can add pockets, or like little, we're gonna call them details. So clean off that blue from your paintbrush with the water, and then you're just gonna take just a little bit, just a teeny bit of black, or whatever color you wanna use for the pockets. And then you're just, you know how pockets have that U shape? So you're gonna start kind of up here, the top of your pants, and you're gonna just bring it down, like a little, almost like you're gonna draw a big circle, but you only get a little bit on the pants. See how that kind of looks like a pocket? I thought adding a tie would be a really fun touch. So once the top of your person is dry, so the body part, you can do a tie. So I'm gonna do a little necktie for him.